At Pit Boss Jack's, we put in the work in the shop so you can put in your work at the track. Engineering, speed, durability. Pit Boss Jack's, like a boss.
There's a moment behind the wheel of what I've built, where power overrides gravity, and I hit that zero moment. Zero doubts, zero fear, zero competition. No rule or mold I can't break. And limits? Absolutely zero. And there's enough zero sugar to get me there.
Looking for a refreshing change? Say goodbye to sluggish performance and reach for the one that won't slow you down.
That's crisp.
Experience the force of clean, pure oil coursing through your engine. No matter what you drive, Wix Filters is the clear choice. Here's to filtration that works as hard as you do. Wix Premium Filters. Performance starts here.
DIRTVision presents World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Cars.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
The best drivers, the best coverage. DIRTVision is home to the greatest shows on dirt.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series Sooner Stampede at Lawton Speedway in Oklahoma. You're watching live coverage of tonight's event provided by DIRTVision. My name is Connor Wade, welcoming the entire racing community back to the racetrack with open arms after a tragedy that struck the World of Outlaws last week in Texas. On Saturday, March 14th at Lawton Speedway Park in Texas, a single car on-track wreck occurred while cars were lining up for the last chance showdown. When safety officials were en route responding to the crash, two World of Outlaws safety vehicles collided and the drivers of both safety vehicles were ejected. One of the officials, Billy Hurt, was fatally injured, while the other, Jerry Myers, was seriously hurt. Much time this weekend for the World of Outlaws will be spent memorializing Billy Hurt, as well as extending well wishes to Jerry Myers. We open our coverage this evening with a very special message from World Racing Group CEO, Brian Carter.
Hello everyone, Brian Carter here to express an overwhelming sense of gratitude for all the support, the thoughts and prayers that we've received after the events at Kennedale. Our racing family never ceases to amaze me, particularly in times of need. The level of support, kindness, and respect has been and continues to be extraordinary and greatly appreciated. Together, we will push forward on the paths to recovery for each and every single one of us that were affected by these events. These recoveries will be fueled by faith and the support of our friends and family. For that, we are greatly appreciative. All of this reminds us that life is fragile and cannot be taken for granted. During our brief time on earth, every day is a gift, which should be spent doing what we love, with the people we enjoy, with hearts full of kindness. From the bottom of my heart, I leave you with my gratitude for being there for us in the time of need, for sharing your time with us every day, and being a part of the greatest show on dirt. Thank you.
We thank Brian Carter for his uplifting words during a time that is very difficult for the entire racing community. The remainder of that World of Outlaws event Saturday at Kennedale was postponed, with more information regarding that event coming in the weeks ahead. We'd now like to take a minute to tell you about Billy Hurt. Billy's calling did not come with a long wait, as his time as a volunteer firefighter began in Boonville, Missouri early on in his life. When it was obvious that protecting others would be the focal point of Billy's life, he moved to the Columbia Fire Department, where he spent 25 years and retired as captain for the town that over 131,000 people call home. Upon his retirement from fighting fires, he continued his service to others as he purchased the necessary equipment and adapted to a lifestyle of traveling to racetracks around the Midwest, assisting both racetracks and sanctioning bodies implement and execute safety measures. He was a true professional, and in an industry where safety of competitors cannot be overlooked in any fashion, he earned the respect and the trust of his peers in the racing world. Off the racetrack, he turned every race into a reunion amongst friends and was a true shining light in every pit area he entered. Billy was 65 years old, and although he lost his life, the racing world can find peace in the fact that he did so while dedicating his life to the safety of others. Billy will be in the hearts of the World of Outlaws family forever. We invite everyone to Creek County Speedway tomorrow night for an elaborate tribute to Billy during opening ceremonies. Let's talk about Jerry Myers Jr., who's been an integral part of the World of Outlaws officiating team since 2022. In the accident last Saturday, Jerry suffered 2 broken legs, broken ribs, and injuries to a foot. He was transported to a trauma center immediately following the accident and remains there in great care in Fort Worth, Texas. He has underwent 1 surgery and is awaiting another, which is scheduled for early next week, so long as swelling decreases. Today is Jerry and his wife Joy's 16th wedding anniversary. Joy and other family members are with Jerry at the hospital, by his side for every step in the present and in the future as Jerry heals. That future of healing contains a long road, but Jerry is in high spirits and already hopes to return to the racetrack at the very least as a spectator sometime during the 2026 season. Jerry and the entire Myers family is in our thoughts and prayers daily, and at this time we'd like to offer Jerry messages of love and support from some of the faces in the World of Outlaws pit area.
Hey guys, David Gravel here. Jerry, I hope you're doing all right, man. Heard that one leg's banged up. Listen to what the doctors say. You'll get healed up. It's not going to be the same out here. I know a lot of your drinking buddies are going to miss you, and hopefully see you soon and get better, man.
Hope you're doing good, the best you can. We're all praying for you over here at JJR. We wish you a good, speedy recovery, and hopefully we can see you back here soon in Victory Lane shooting some confetti at us.
We're already missing you out here at Lawton. Get recovered up and hopefully get back out here, and hopefully your next surgery goes good and all is well.
Hey Jerry, I just wanted to say I hope you get better soon, man. We need your goofy ass back out here. Love you, bro, and if you need anything, give us a call.
Hey Jerry, we're all thinking about you. We need you back out here, so heal up soon. I know you're going to be tuned in, so we're thinking about you. See you soon.
Hey Jerry, everybody here at Big Game's thinking of you, man. Hope you get healed up. Want to see you soon. Just stay positive and get healed up, buddy.
Hey Jerry, Scott Boguski here, thinking of you, boss. It's been quite a few years now being at an outlaw race without you. It's not the same, so we're thinking of you, praying for you, and hoping you're well, and see you soon.
Jerry, we're absolutely disappointed that you're not here with us this weekend. I know that if you were here, you would be slamming the beers down after the races and making jokes and just being your normal self that everybody loves and appreciates and enjoys. So I can't say enough about the person that you are. We love having you around. It's not going to be here the same at all without you here at the racetrack, and we'll miss you, that's for sure, and we just are praying that you have a speedy recovery, you make it back soon, so that we can not only laugh with you, but laugh at you like we always are.
Many more drivers and crew members spent time with our DIRTVision team today to record messages for Jerry, and we're excited to share those on our broadcasts all weekend long. We know Jerry is watching tonight. Jerry, you're missed, and we can't wait to have you back with us soon. As the leader of the World of Outlaws family, Jerry has a nickname that he's referred to as by many on the road. Daddy, this one's for you. You might notice a blue and orange ribbon on my shirt tonight. These ribbons were passed out in the pit area today. It's the World of Outlaws drivers, crew members, and staff here at the racetrack. These ribbons are a tribute to both Billy Hurt and Jerry Myers, who will be on our minds all weekend long. A special shout out goes to Jordan Steele from the WRG Events Department, who spent hours cutting by hand and hot gluing over 100 ribbons for us to all wear proudly here this weekend. Tonight, the World of Outlaws will race here at Lawton Speedway before a first ever visit to Creek County Speedway tomorrow night. These ribbons are just one example of the many tributes that we're going to do for Billy and Jerry over these next 2 nights. Myself and John Gibson will do our best to let you know when those are taking place along the way. Racing is a dangerous endeavor for all involved. This is not the first time we faced a tragedy as a racing family, but with each situation like this, a large group of people who like nothing but to watch fast cars go in circles prove why this industry has so much deeper meaning than that basic description, and why the term racing family is very much a real thing. It's an emotional tragedy that we will push through together. Being back at the racetrack and fulfilling our normal roles is what brings us comfort, and that is exactly what we will do tonight. It's time to begin the World of Outlaws Sooner Stampede. A polarizing voice that has led the World of Outlaws for 30 years will once again lead us through our emotions here tonight at Lawton Speedway. Here's the Hall of Fame inductee, John Gibson.
Thank you so much, Connor. Yeah, it's great to be back at the racetrack because that is what we do. We are a racing family, racers race, and we know that Billy and Jerry want us to continue on, and so we come back to the racetrack in anticipation of the 12th visit ever by the greatest show on dirt here to Lawton Speedway. We have 40 cars signed into the pit area, magnificent car count. It'll be split into 2 flights of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. We'll have 3 race-ready hot lap sessions before each of our 2 flights of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, and then we'll move into heat race competition, followed by the Toyota Dash starting position draw, the Toyota Dash, the Microlight Last Chance Showdown, and a 35-lap feature to cap off things here this evening at the Lawton Speedway for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series and the running of the Sooner Stampede. Cars begin to make their way into the staging lane now for the first race-ready hot lap session of the evening. Again, 3 for each of our 2 flights of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Warm conditions here this evening, near triple-digit high temperatures earlier this afternoon, and the sun's still fairly high in the sky here. It will begin to sink behind the back straightaway as we progress through this evening's race program. So again, so glad to have everybody here in the stands and everybody joining us at home on DIRTVision as we return to doing what we love after the tragedy last Saturday night in Kennedale. Cars now begin to roll toward the speedway for a race-ready hot lap session at number 1. First driver to push forward from Calera, Oklahoma in the Oklahoma Truck Driving Academy, Randy Sanders Trucking, High Plains Building Division, Rush Race Gear, number 88R, Ryder LaPlante. Also getting underway now from Rawson, Ohio, aboard the Golden Flavor Sesame Sticks, Vulcan Fire Protection, HP Engines, Berryman Racing Suspension, number 98, that's Ricky Peterson. Making his way toward the speedway now from Memphis, Tennessee, in the Mike's Pool Care Center Farm, Stinson's Industrial, River City Hydraulics, number 40, Howard Moore. And from Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the J.B. Henderson Construction, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Smith Titanium, Rainbow Nut Butter, Bob Hurley RV, number 45X. Driver is Reese Moran. Next out, from Lebanon, Indiana, the NOS Energy Drink, West Tennessee Expediting Tag, Truck Center, Z-Max, Stanton Race Engines, number 17, Spencer Baston. And from Hanover, Pennsylvania, the Duramax Federated Auto Parts, Mark Martin Motors, TKS Concrete, Shark Racing, number 1S of Logan Schuhart. From Worcester, Ohio, the NOS Energy Drink Team Excavating Hawkeye Truck Equipment, Ted's Body Shop, number 18 of Sheldon Hot and Shield. And the final driver to roll onto the speedway for race-ready hot lap session number 1 from Sunnyvale, Texas, in the Prime Powders Town Line Variety, Bear Paw Convenience, Keebler & Sons, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, High Performance Lubricants, number 15H, Sam Haferteep Jr. This is the first race-ready hot lap session for the drivers in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series back at Lawton Speedway for the Sooner Stampede. green flag in the air for the drivers in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1. We'll see the times on the screen here in the tower momentarily. Logan Shewhart with a 15.328. Howard Moore goes 15.291. Sheldon Hodenshield into the 13-second range. Hodenshield turning a 13.987. Sam Haferteep surpassing Hodenshield now with a 13.944. Just a green-white checkered race-ready hot lap session for these drivers. Sheldon Hodenshield faster now at a 13.897 as the checkered flag is displayed. Sam Haferteep, as he crosses under that checkered flag, returns to position number 1. Fastest driver in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1, Sam Haferteep Jr. in car 15H. His lap time, 13.848 seconds. Sheldon Hodenshield second quick at a 13.897. Logan Shewhart third at a 14.042. Spencer Baston and Howard Moore round out the top 5 in Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1. Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2, pushing toward the Speedway. First driver underway from Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driving the Same Day Auto Repair. Number $5, that's Danny Smith. Making his way out now from Fort Collins, Colorado in the BG Automotive, Schaefer Racing Oil, Simpson Safety Equipment, BR Motorsports number 16G, Austin Gossel. And from Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, aboard the Ludwig & Sons Trucking, Simpson Safety Equipment, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Metalcraft number 85J, Logan Julian. From Sapulpa, Oklahoma, the York Plumbing, Smiley's Race Products, Glenn Stires Racing, CSR Garage, Blood Lubricants number 52, of Blake Hahn. And last year's feature winner here at the Lawton Speedway from Pen Grove, California, piloting the Toyota Racing Mobile 1 Roth Motorsports, Roth Enterprises, HR Livestock Transportation number 83, it's Buddy Kofoid. Ryder LaPlante back out in car number 88R, the Oklahoma Truck Driving Academy, Randy Sanders Trucking entry. LaPlante did not have the car fired for Race Ready Hot Lap session number 1. Making his way down the backstretch from Pocahontas, Illinois, the 5D Speed Shop, Octane Bar and Grill, Brown and Miller Racing Solutions, Canton Graphics number 5D of Zach Dahm. Your attention, please, your attention here at Lawton Speedway. Whose ever moped is parked near the start-finish line on the track side of the fence, that vehicle needs to be moved, and we thank you for your cooperation. Need to have the moped moved from near the start-finish line, and we thank you for your cooperation in that matter. Moments away from waving the green flag on Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2. Race Ready Hot Lap session number 2 underway at Lawton Speedway. Blake Hahn up to third quickest at a 13.959. Buddy Kofoid to the top of the speed chart. Kofoid just turned a 13.567. Blake Hahn now into the second spot at a 13.569, just 2/1000ths of a second behind Kofoid. Checkered flag in the air for race ready hot lap session number 2. Fastest driver in that race ready hot lap session, fastest overall so far in warm-ups, the driver of the number 83, Buddy Kofoid. Kofoid's lap time, 13.567 seconds. Blake Hahn now second quick at a 13.569. Sam Haferteep third. Sheldon Hodenshield fourth, and Logan Schuhart rounding out the top 5. As we roll the cars to the speedway for race ready hot lap session number 3, it'll be the final race ready hot lap session for the drivers in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. First driver onto the speedway for race ready hot lap session at number 3 makes his 2026 World of Outlaws debut this evening from Gravois Mills, Missouri in the Brenny Brand High Performance Lubricants Hibden Gravel Wet Steps number 3, Ayrton Jeniton. One of 5 contenders for the Kevin Gobrecht Award for Rookie of the Year honors, presented by 5 Star Bodies with the World of Outlaws this season from McLaren Vale, South Australia. In the Indy Performance Composites, Run and Supply, Maxim Chassis, High Performance Lubricants, TJ Ford's number 51, Scott Boguski. From Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, driving the whistle stop, Subcon, Telstar, Maxima Oil, Hobson Family, number 21H, the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. And from Kenton, Illinois, the NOS Energy Drink King Racing Products, Jim Shooknick, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Tosca Developers, number 7S, Chris Wyndham. Another World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender in 2026 from Sheboygan, Wisconsin, driving the Gibbsville Cheese, Scott Thiel Builders, Flint Trucking, Maxima Race Oil, Professional Plating, number 16C, the Big Wheel, Scotty Thiel. And yet another World of Outlaws rookie contender from Glendale, Arizona, driving the Pels Tire Service, Newman's Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Triple X Shark Racing, number 1A, Ashton Torgerson. Race ready hot lap session number 3 for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Green flag about to be waved for the drivers in race ready hot lap session number 3. Brady Bacon to the 3rd spot overall, turning at 13.664. Chris Wyndham to the top of the speed chart. Wyndham just went 13.553. Checkered flag waving for race ready hot lap session number 3. Scott Boguski into the top 5 as we conclude this race ready hot lap session. Fastest driver in race ready hot lap session number 3. Quickest overall for the drivers in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, Chris Wyndham in car number 7S. Wyndham's lap time 13.553 seconds. Buddy Kofoid second quickest in Flight A at a 13.567. Blake Hahn third at a 13.569. Brady Bacon fourth and Scott Boguski in 5th, followed by Sam Haferteep in the 6th position. Sheldon Hodenshield 7th quick. Ashton Torgerson 8th. Scotty Thiel 9th, and Logan Schuhart rounds out the top 10. We'll send it downstairs to Connor Wade.
John, as we get set for qualifying, the biggest story in the pit area today has easily been the weather. Last year, whenever we were here at Lawton, it was cold. We were all bundled up. This time around, our warmest race day to the year to this point in 2026, 90-plus degrees earlier in the day. As we look at the weather right now, it's about 88 degrees, but the more important thing is the sun that's setting over the back straightaway to turn 3. As that sun continues to set, it will limit visibility down the back straightaway and turns 3 and 4. That's something officials have been monitoring all day and are prepared to adjust based on. So we'll keep an eye on that. The second thing that affects the racetrack, already blowing dust in these first couple hot lap sessions. Going to be tough to keep moisture in this place tonight, but know the track crews are going to be on top of it and we'll be set for a great show. But very, very hot conditions all day here in Lawton, Oklahoma.
Thank you so much, Connor Wade. We get set for Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. It'll work this way. 1 car at a time on the Speedway. 2 consecutive laps on the clock. Faster of those 2 laps scored is that driver's official qualifying time for tonight's race program. We use our Honest Abe Roofing qualifying times to line up the heat races this evening, as well as for the front row of the Microlight Last Chance Showdown. Set to roll the first Honest Abe Roofing qualifier toward the Speedway. First out for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying this evening from Rawson, Ohio. Driving car number 98, the Golden Flavor Sesame Sticks, Vulcan Fire Protection, HP Engines, Berryman Racing Suspension Entry. Here's Ricky Peterson. Ricky Peterson in car number 98. Green flag waves for Peterson, who makes his 3rd appearance of the season with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series this evening. Best finish in the previous 2, a 19th place run last Friday night at Kennedale Speedway Park. Opening lap for Ricky Peterson is a 13.948, 13.948. Peterson picked up 4 wins last year at the Tri-City Speedway in Franklin, Pennsylvania. His best finish in 3 World of Outlaws starts in 2025, a 17th place run at the Millstream Speedway in Ohio. Second lap time for Peterson is a 13.978, first lap better by 3/100ths of a second. 13.948 is the official time for the 98 of Ricky Peterson. Next to hit the Speedway for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying from Memphis, Tennessee. Behind the wheel of the Mike's Pool Care Center Farm, Stinson's Industrial River City Hydraulics, number 40. Here's Howard Moore. Howard Moore in car number 40. Howard Moore finished 21st last year in his only previous World of Outlaws appearance here at the Lawton Speedway. 4 career starts here overall. Best finished 3rd with the ASCS 360s back in 2023. Opening lap for Howard Moore is a 14.919, 14.919. Howard Moore, a 3-time winner in 360 competition in 2025. Second lap for Howard Moore, quick time, 13.477, 13.477, quick time for Howard Moore in car number 40. Rolling out next from Hanover, Pennsylvania. Behind the wheel of the Duramax Federated Auto Parts, Mark Martin Motors, TKS Concrete, Shark Racing number 1S. It's Logan Schuhart. Logan Schuhart in car number 1S. Schuhart off a 6th place finish in last year's Sooner Stampede here at the Lawton Speedway. His best finish in 3 starts at this racetrack, a 2nd place run in 2021. Opening lap for Logan Schuhart is 2nd quick at a 13.701, 13.701. Logan Schuhart enters the weekend 4th in the World of Outlaws point standings with 2 top 5 finishes and 6 top 10s on the season. Second lap time for Logan Schuhart is a 13.964, first lap better at 13.701. Logan Schuhart currently 2nd fastest early on in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Next driver to see the green flag from Tulsa, Oklahoma, driving the J.B. Henderson Construction, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Smith Titanium, Rainbow Nut Butter Bob Hurley RV, number 45X, Reese Moran. Reese Moran in car number 45X. 5 career appearances here at the Lawton Speedway for Moran. Best finish 4th with the Oil Capital Racing Series in 2022. 16th last week at Kennedale, was only World of Outlaws start of the season. His opening lap was 3rd quick at a 13.815, 13.815. Moran, a 3-time 360 feature winner in 2025. Second lap for Reese Moran, up to second quick at a 13.648, 1.3648. Next underway, man who was fast in his race-ready hot lap session from Sunnyvale, Texas, driving the Prime Powders Town Line Variety, Bear Paw Convenience, Keebler & Sons, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, High Performance Lubricants, number 15H, Sam Haferteep Jr. Sam Haferteep Jr. in the 15H. 15th here in 2021, his only previous World of Outlaws start at Lawton Speedway, also his most recent appearance here. Opening lap for Haferteep is quick time, 13.463, 1.3463. 4 times a winner here in ASCS competition, 3 in national action, 1 with the regional series. Second lap is a 13.870, but the first lap for Sam Haferteep Jr., fastest so far in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing, qualifying at 13.463 seconds. Making his way out next from Lebanon, Indiana, driving the NOS Energy Drink West Tennessee Expediting Tag Truck Center Z-Max Stanton Racing Engines, number 17, Spencer Baston. Spencer Baston in car number 17. Spencer Baston makes his Lawton Speedway debut this evening. He has 6 career victories with the World of Outlaws, including the 2026 season opener back in February at Volusia Speedway Park. Lap number 1 for Baston is a 13.730, 1.13.731. Spencer Baston 8th in the current World of Outlaws point standings. 1 top 5 finish, 5 top 10. Second lap time for Baston. Improved, still 5th in the order at a 13.714, 1.3714. Next driver to roll onto the speedway from Worcester, Ohio, in the NOS Energy Drink Team Excavating Hawkeye Truck Equipment, Ted's Body Shop number 18. This is Sheldon Hodenshield. Sheldon Hodenshield in car number 18. Green flag for Sheldon Hodenshield, who finished 5th here last year. A 4th place run in 2020. His best in 3 World of Outlaws starts at the Lawton Speedway. Lap 1 for Sheldon Hodenshield. Quick time, 13.449. 1.3449 quick time on lap number 1 for Sheldon Hodenshield. 1 feature win on the season, currently 3rd in the point standings. Second lap time for Sheldon is faster at a 13.441, 1.3441. Sheldon Hodenshield now quickest in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Next driver onto the speedway from McConnell, Wisconsin, driving the Ludwig & Sons Trucking, Simpson Race Products, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Metalcraft number 85J, Logan Julian. Logan Julian in car number 85J. Logan Julian finished 19th last year in his debut at the Lawton Speedway. A 4-time feature winner with the Interstate Racing Association in 2025. First lap for Logan Julian is 4th quick at a 13.507, 1.3507. 11 appearances last season with the World of Outlaws. His best finish 11th at the Lincoln Park Speedway in Putnamville, Indiana. Second lap time for Logan Julian is a 13.973. The first lap, 4th quick so far, 13.507 seconds. Last year's feature winner up to qualify next from Pengrove, California, driving the Toyota Racing Mobile One Roth Motorsports Roth Enterprises HR Livestock Transportation number 83. It's Buddy Kofoid. Buddy Kofoid in car number 83. Kofoid went to victory lane in his debut at Lawton Speedway last season. He is currently in the 6th spot in the World of Outlaws point standings. 1 feature win, 5 top 5 finishes. Opening lap for Buddy Kofoid. Quick time, 13.354, 1.3354. Quick time on lap number 1 for Buddy Kofoid. Second lap for Kofoid, not as good as the 13.384. First lap quicker by 3/100ths of a second. Buddy Kofoid now atop the speed chart in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. From Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driving the same day auto repair tire pros number $5. Here's Danny Smith. Danny Smith in car number $5. Not to be confused with Chillicothe, Ohio's Danny Smith, one of the original World of Outlaws drivers, but this Danny Smith, certainly successful in his own right, makes his first World of Outlaws appearance since 2001 this evening. Raced with us at the State Fair Speedway in Sedalia, Missouri back then. Opening lap for Danny Smith will be a 14.486, 14486. Two times a winner here at Lawton with the Oil Capital Racing Series 2010 and 2023. 5 wins last season, 3 in the Champ Sprints, 2 with the OCRS. Second lap time for Danny Smith is a 14.864. First lap better at 14.486. From Pocahontas, Illinois, in the 5D Speed Shop, High Octane Bar and Grill, Brown & Miller Racing Solutions, Canham Graphics, number 5D, Zach Dahm. Zach Dahm in car, number 5D. Dahm makes his first appearance at Lawton Speedway this evening. 2-time winner in 360 competition last year, including one with the ASCS Sprint Cars at the Creek County Speedway, where the World of Outlaws will be in action tomorrow night. First lap for Zach Dahm, 15.245, 15245. Picked up a midget win at Creek County last week as well. Second lap in the books for Zach Dahm. It is better. It is a 13.879, 13879, putting him 9th of 11 qualifiers so far in Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. So just beyond the halfway point for the drivers in Flight A. Next onto the Speedway. From Calera, Oklahoma, in the Oklahoma Truck Driving Academy, Randy Sanders Trucking, High Plains Building Division, Rush Race Gear, number 88R, Ryder LaPlante. Ryder LaPlante in car number 88R. LaPlante was 7th in last year's Microlight Last Chance Showdown here at the Lawton Speedway. It was his first appearance at this racetrack. Opening lap for Ryder LaPlante is 9th quick at a 13.763, 13763. 9 starts this season in 360 competition. Best finish 8th with the ASCS Sprint Cars at Volusia Speedway Park in Florida. Second lap time for Ryder LaPlante is make that a 14.004. First lap quicker at 13.763 seconds. Another full-time competitor with the ASCS National Tour on the clock now. From Fort Collins, Colorado, the BG Automotive, Schaefer Racing Oil, Simpson Safety Equipment, BR Motorsports, number 16G, Austin Gossel. Austin Gossel in the 16G. Makes his first appearance at Lawton Speedway this evening. Best finish so far this season, 11th with the ASCS Sprint Cars at the Central Arizona Speedway. Opening lap for Austin Gossel is a 14.251, 14251. Second lap time for Austin Gossel. A little bit better at a 14.162, 14162. Next driver to roll on the Speedway for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying from Sapulpa, Oklahoma. Driving the York Plumbing, Smiley's Race Product, Glenn Steyer's Racing, CSR Garage, Blood Lubricants, number 52. Here's Blake Hahn. Blake Hahn in the number 52. Blake finished 17th in last year's Sooner Stampede here with the World of Outlaws. A victory with the ASCS Sooner region in 2013. His best in 18 career starts at this facility. Lap 1 for Blake Hahn is 9th quick at a 13.732, 13732. 4-time winner last year in ASCS competition. Second lap for Blake Hahn into the 6th spot at a 13.598, 13598. One of the 5 contenders for the Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by 5 Star Bodies for Rookie of the Year honors with the World of Outlaws this season. From McLarenville, South Australia, in the Indy Performance Composites Rod and Supply Maxim High Performance Lubricants TJ Ford's number 51, this is Scott Boguski. Scott Boguski in the number 51, a third place finisher here with the ASCS 360s back in 2019. It's his most recent appearance in 3 overall at this racetrack. Lap 1 for Boguski is 10th quick at a 13.755, 13755. 6 World of Outlaws starts last season for Boguski, best finished 12th at the Lincoln Park Speedway. Second lap for Scott Boguski up to 7th quick at a 13.603, 13603. Another World of Outlaws rookie contender from Glendale, Arizona. Behind the wheel of the Pels Tire Service, Newman's Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Triple X Shark Racing, number 1A, Ashton Torgerson. Ashton Torgerson in car number 1A. His first appearance at Lawton Speedway this evening. Picked up a career best finish with the World of Outlaws at Volusia Speedway Park a while back. Opening lap is 6th quick for Ashton Torgerson at a 13.537, 13537. Feature wins last year in 410 action at BAP Speedway in Pennsylvania and in 360 action in Watsonville, California. Second lap time for Ashton Torgerson at 13.554. First lap just a tick better at 13.537 seconds. From Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, driving the whistle stop, Subcon, Telstar, Maximal Oil, Hobbs and Family, number 21H. Here's the Macho Man, Brady Bacon. Brady Bacon in car number 21H. Bacon picked up an ASCS Sooner Region feature win here back in 2009. Finished second here twice in non-wing action, most recent of which came back in 2015. Lap 1 for the Macho Man, quick time! 13.258. 13258, quick time for Brady Bacon on lap number 1. Second lap time for Bacon is a 13.368, but the first lap is quick time of the night so far for Brady Bacon at 13.258 seconds. Another World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year contender takes to the Speedway now. From Sheboygan, Wisconsin, in the Gibbsville Cheese, Scott Field Builders, Flint Trucking, Maximum Race Oil, Professional Plating, number 16C. Here's Scotty Thiel. Scotty Thiel in the number 16C. Thiel making his Lawton Speedway debut tonight. He was a 7-time sprint car winner in 2025. Lap 1 for Scotty Thiel is 14th quick at a 13.776, 13776. Scotty Thiel, the 2024 IRA Sprint Car Champion. Second lap for Scotty Thiel into the top 5. 5th quick at a 13.474, 13474. Next to clock in from Canton, Illinois, driving the NOS Energy Drink King Racing Products, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, High Performance Lubricants, Phillips and Tosco Developers, number 7S. Chris Wyndham. Chris Wyndham in car number 7S. Wyndham finished 9th last year in his debut at the Lawton Speedway. 2017 USAC Sprint Car Champion, 2020 USAC Midget Champion. Opening lap this evening for Chris Wyndham. Did not see it register here on the screen. 5th quick on lap number 1. So stayed in the 5th spot. We've lost our connection to timing and scoring. We'll refresh that here in the tower. Final qualifier on the Speedway from Gravois Mills, Missouri. In the running brand, High Performance Lubricants, Hipton Gravel Wet Steps, number 3, Ayrton Jeniton. Ayrton Jeniton in car number 3. Lap 1 for Jeniton, 13.863, 13863. Second lap time 14.003. First lap better 13.863. So that will wrap up Flight A of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Fastest driver in Flight A, the Macho Man, Brady Bacon, in car number 21H. His time 13.258 seconds. Buddy Kofoid second quick at a 13.354. Sheldon Hodgshield third at a 13.441. Chris Wyndham fourth at a 13.441 as well. And Sam Haferteep Jr. rounding out the top five, 13.463 seconds. Scotty Thiel sixth quick, Howard Moore seventh, Logan Julian eighth, Ashton Torgerson ninth, Blake Hahn rounding out the top 10, down to Connor Wade.
Yeah, first time Brady Bacon's had the 21H out in 2026. Brady, you come out and you set quick time. Happy with this, how this 21H rolls coming out of the gate this year?
Yeah, for sure. It's always good to come out, fast right out of the box. So definitely happy with that. It's been a long time since I've been here, and it definitely wasn't like that last time I was here. So didn't really know how fast we were by just what it felt like. I don't think anyone feels good right now, but fast right out of the box. So it's always good we're not playing catch up, and we can just tune on it from here and set ourselves up good for the rest of the night.
You've got to be pumped for these 2 nights in your home state.
Yeah, for sure. Not only being at home in Oklahoma, but also being on little tracks, which is kind of what I excel at. And just got a good crew here, and kind of really focused on going where we can run good and concentrating on just really executing on the times that they have to have a chance to win races.
The 2-time Outlaw winner, quick time in Flight A.
Thanks so much, Connor Wade. Drivers in the first race-ready hot lap session for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying on the Speedway. Rolling down the backstretch, the 10-time World of Outlaws champion from Fargo, North Dakota, in the nice Creta Landis block, Absolute Automation and Security, philpools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15, it's Donnie Schatz. Also on the Speedway from Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driving the same day auto repair, Tire Pros, number $9, that is Kyle Clark. From Lemoore, California, the 2C Racing Outlaw Wings, Wedge High Performance Carts, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities, number 2C, Cole Macedo. And from Lemoore, California, the All Buy Your Alternative MVT, Tarleton & Sons, H Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41 of Carson Macedo. From Bradenton, Florida, driving the Amaloy Oil All-Star Performance Tub of Towels, NGK Spark Plugs, Radical Race Gear, number 28M, Connor Morrell. And from Lubbock, Texas, in the LG North America, KSI Industrial Excel Compression, One Man and a Dog Lawn Care by American Oil, number 2B, John Carney II. And rolling into corner number 1 from Benton, Arkansas, in the Beaver Drill and Tool, Saw Drill Manufacturing, Beaver Racing Project, MPV Logistics, number 12X, Landon Crawley. Race ready hot lap session number 1 for the drivers in Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Carson Macedo and Cole Macedo, the Macedo brothers 1 and 2 at the top of the speed chart. 13.624 for Carson, 13.713 for Cole. Checkered flag in the air for the drivers in race ready hot lap session number 1 for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Donnie Schatz now up to the second spot. Schatz just turned to 13.687 as we wave the checkered flag. A problem for the 2B of John Carney, the second. He'll coast to a stop at the midpoint of the back straightaway. Carson Macedo in car number 41, the fastest driver in that first race-ready hot lap session, 13.624. Donnie Schatz second, quick 13.687. Cole Macedo third, Landon Crowley fourth, and then John Carney rounding out the top five. Kyle Clark with an issue as well as that car gets pushed back toward the pit area. John Carney back under power in the Brett Becker Motorsports number 2B as he heads back to the pit area. Drivers in race ready hot lap session number 2 for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, rolling onto the speedway from Norton, Massachusetts, driving the Hunt Brothers Racing number 23R, Sean Rahal. Sean Rahal in the 23R. From Sanborn, Minnesota, the Tromp Farms, Joe Pigeon Trucking, Creek Area Ag Service, Golden Harvest Engine at Jeffers Implement Service number 24T, Christopher Tromp. And from Bryan, Arkansas, in the Burkham Contracting, the Glow Room Luxury Spray Tanning, Day Motorsports Boogie Services number 6C, Cody Gardner. From Glenpool, Oklahoma, in the Reese Construction, D&W Towing, Missile Motorsports, Maximum Oil, number 95, Matt Covington. And from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, the JST Motorsports, Smith Titanium, Sawyer Innovations, Ultra Shield, number 32S of Alex Sewell. From Corsicana, Texas, the Builders Electric, PRC Engine, Reality Roofing, KGM Trucking, MT Custom Metal Fabrication, number 10G, Marcus Thomas. And the two-time and defending World of Outlaws champion from Watertown, Connecticut, in the Houston Speedway, BillionAuto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, CRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, number 2, David Gravel. Race ready hot lap session number 2 for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Green flag waving for the second race ready hot lap session for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. David Gravel to the top of the speed chart. Gravel turns a 13.408. Gravel, the only driver in this group, into the top 5 for Flight B. Gravel even quicker now to 13.382. Checkered flag waving. Alex Sewell at the checkered flag works his way into the top 5, turning a 13.759. So the fastest driver in a race-ready hot lap session number 2 for Flight B, David Gravel at a 13.382. Carson Macedo still in the second spot. Donnie Schatz is third. Cole Macedo fourth, and Alex Sewell rounding out the top 5 as the evening's final race-ready hot lap session gets set to roll toward the speedway. Rolling out of corner number 4 now from Findlay, Ohio, driving the Kistler Racing Engine, Smith Titanium Maxim Racing, Lucius Trucking, Truckworks of Ohio, number 32, Bryce Lucius. And another World of Outlaws rookie contender in 2026 from LaGrange, Ohio, the Hellraiser Jacks, Mr. Heater, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heat Star Simpson Race Products, number 6 of Casey Jedrzejek. The native of North Pole, Alaska, now calling Heartland, Wisconsin home, driving the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup M3 Custom Creations, the Master Remodel DMI, number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare, Bill Baylog. And another of our Rookie of the Year contenders this season from Franklin, Indiana, driving the WCI Peachtree Excavating KPM, number 27, Emerson Axum. From Odessa, Missouri, in the Design Source Flooring, Motor Haven, Schnee Lawson Chassis, Pella Building Systems, Cat Excavation, number 74, Xavier Doney. And our 2025 Kevin Gobrecht Award winner, presented by 5 Star Bodies for World of Outlaws Rookie of the Year honors, from Columbia, Missouri, the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith GMC, retrieving freedom number 23 of Garrett Williamson. Final race ready hot lap session of the evening for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series at the Sooner Stampede. We go to the green flag, chance for somebody to topple David Gravel from the top of the speed chart. Gravel in line for the Race Ready Hottest Lap of the Night award. Bill Baylog comes close, he turned at 13.481, he is second quickest. Casey Jedrzejek into the top 10. Garrett Williamson into the 7th spot. Emerson Axum does the job. Axum to the top of the 13.273. Fastest driver in the evening's final Race Ready Hot Lap session and winning tonight's Race Ready Hottest Lap of the Night award in car number 27, Emerson Axum, turned a lap of 13.273 seconds. David Gravel second fastest for the drivers in Flight B at a 13.382. Bill Baylog third at a 13.481. Carson Macedo fourth, and Donnie Schatz rounds out the top 5. Cole Macedo sixth quickest. Alex Sewell seventh. Garrett Williamson eighth. Landon Crawley ninth, and Casey Jedrzejek completes the top 10 as we get set for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Drivers making their way to the staging lane for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Brady Bacon was the fastest driver in Flight A at a time of 13.258 seconds. First driver out for Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying from Lemoore, California, in the all-by-your alternative MVT, Tarleton & Son, Sage Family, Scott Boyd Family, Complete Parts and Equipment Solutions, number 41, Carson Macedo. Carson Macedo in car number 41. Second place finisher here in last year's Sooner Stampede 2021. World of Outlaws win here at the Lawton Speedway. Opening lap for Carson Macedo is a 13.395, That victory, his best in 3 career appearances at this racetrack. Carson Macedo 6 points behind David Gravel at the top of the series standings. Second lap time is a 13.448. First lap official 13.395 seconds for the number 41 of Carson Macedo. The 10-time World of Outlaws champion is up next from Fargo, North Dakota. In the nice Creed Atlantis Blanc, Absolute Automation and Security, FillPools.com, JRC Transportation, High Performance Lubricants, number 15, it's Donnie Schatz. Donnie Schatz in car number 15. Schatz 10th last year, 3rd in 2021, his best in 3 appearances at Lawton. Opening lap for Donnie Schatz, second quick 13.443, 13443. Feature winner at the Talladega Short Track a couple of weeks back, currently sitting 5th in the series point standings. Second lap time for Donnie Schatz, quick time 13.365, 13365, quick time for Donnie Schatz in car number 15. Making his way onto the speedway next from Bradenton, Florida, driving the Amalie Oil All-Star Performance, Tubba Tiles, NGK Spark Plugs, Radical Race Gear, number 28M, Connor Morell. Connor Morell in car number 28M. Morell, an 18th place run in his Lawton Speedway debut last year. First lap for Connor Morell, 13.410, 13410. Connor Morell is 18th in the current World of Outlaws point standings. In his sophomore season with the greatest show on dirt, second lap for Connor Morell is a 14.273. First lap quicker at 13.410 seconds. Your next on-the-state roofing qualifier from Lemoore, California, drives the 2C Racing Outlaw Wings, Wedge High Performance Cards, Kaiser Aluminum Wheels, Level Utilities. Number 2C, it's Cole Macedo. Cole Macedo in car number 2C. Cole finished 23rd here in last year's Sooner Stampede. That was his first look at the Lawton Speedway. Lap 1 for Cole Macedo, 13.418, 13418. Cole sits 11th in the World of Outlaws point standings with one top 10 finish to his credit in 2026. Second lap for Cole Macedo is a 13.615. First lap official, 13.418 seconds. Next to make his way to the green flag from Sapulpa, Oklahoma, driving the Same Day Auto Repair, Tire Pros number $9. Here's Kyle Clark. Kyle Clark in the $9 had problems during race ready hot laps. Makes his way out of turn number 4 to the green flag. Car does not sound good at all as he rolls into corner number 1. Kyle Clark was 10th in last year's Microlight Last Chance Showdown. 2 World of Outlaws starts here at Lawton. Best finish 18th back in 2020. Second lap, first lap for Kyle Clark, 14.981, 14981. 19 career starts at Lawton Speedway, best finish 7th with the ASCS Lone Star region back in 2019. Second lap for Kyle Clark is better, it's a 14.887, 14887. From Lubbock, Texas, in the LG North America KSI Industrial Excel Compression, One Man and a Dog Lawn Care by American Oil, number 2B. John Carney II. John Carney II in the number 2B. Carney with ASCS regional wins here in 2015 and 2019. Tonight, his 13th career appearance at the Lawton Speedway. Opening lap time for John Carney is 5th quick at 13.965, 13965. 12th in the Microlight Last Chance Showdown last Friday night at Kennedale Speedway Park. Second lap for John Carney improves to a 13.807, 13807. Next driver on the speedway from Benton, Arkansas, the Beaver Drill and Tool Saw Drill Manufacturing, Beaver Racing Products, MPV Logistics, number 12X. Here's Landon Crawley. Landon Crawley in the number 12X. Landon Crawley makes his Lawton Speedway debut this evening. 26 starts last year with the World of Outlaws. Best finished 5th at Vado Speedway Park. Second on both nights of last year's short track nationals. Lap 1 for Landon Crawley, 5th quick at a 13.560, 1:35.60. Made 73 sprint car starts in 2025. Second lap time for Landon Crawley is 13.746. First lap official with 13.560 seconds. From Sanborn, Minnesota, driving the Trom Farms, Joe Pigeon Trucking, Creek Area Ag Service, Golden Harvest Enogen, Jeffers Implement Service, number 24T, Christopher Trom. Christopher Trom in the 24T. Seventh last week at Kennedale, his only 2026 start. Bested his best finish last year with the World of Outlaws at 11th at the Houston Speedway opening lap. 7th quick for Trom at a 13.909, 1:3.909. Couple of second place finishes, his best in 49 sprint car starts last season. Second lap for Christopher Trom is a 13.963. First lap better at 13.909 seconds. Your next Honest Dave Roofing qualifier from Bryan, Arkansas, drives the Burkham Contracting, the Glow Room Luxury Spray Tanning, Day Motorsports Boogie Services, number 6C. Here's Cody Gardner. Cody Gardner in car number 6C. Green flag for Gardner. 2 career appearances here at Lawton Speedway. Best finished second with the Elite Sprint Cars back in 2023. Cody Gardner's opening lap 6th quick at a 13.782, 1:3.782. 10 410 sprint car starts last season with a win with the Elite Sprint Cars at Heart of Texas Speedway. His best second lap time for Gardner is a 14.118. First lap better at 13.782 seconds. Next on the speedway from Norton, Massachusetts, driving the Hunt Brothers Racing at number 23R, Sean Rahal. Sean Rahal in the 23R. Green flag for Rahal, makes his first Lawton Speedway appearance this evening. Only one World of Outlaws start last season, an 8th place finish in the C-Main at Attica Raceway Park. Lap 1 for Sean Rahal is 6th quick at a 13.577, 1:3.577. Sean Rahal, a feature winner last year at the Butler Motor Speedway in Michigan. Second lap for Sean Rahal, second quick at a 13.386, 1:3.386. Sean Rahal into the second spot. Making his way out now from Corsicana, Texas, the Builders Electric PRC Engine, Reality Roofing, KGM Trucking, MT Custom Metal Fabrication, number 10G. Here's Marcus Thomas. Marcus Thomas in car number 10G. Thomas making his first appearance at Lawton Speedway this evening, was 8th in the Microlight Last Chance Showdown last Friday night at Kennedale Speedway Park. Lap 1 for Marcus Thomas, 13.904, 1:3.904. An Elite Sprint Car winner last year at the I-37 Speedway. Second lap for Marcus Thomas, it goes 13.917. First lap a little bit better at 13.904. From Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, in the JST Motorsports Smith Titanium Sawyer Innovation Ultra Shield number 32S, Alex Sewell. Alex Sewell in the 32S. Green flag for the 3-time Oil Capital Racing Series winner here at the Lawton Speedway. Sewell in his World of Outlaws debut tonight, opening lap time at a 13.988, 1:3.988. Alex Sewell was a 3-time winner with the Oil Capital Racing Series last season. A problem over in turn number 2, way off the throttle, has to gather it back in. Second lap time of 15.118. Alex Sewell will take that first lap time of 13.988 seconds. Donnie Schott still fastest in Flight B. Sean Rahal second. Carson Macedo third. Connor Morrell fourth. Cole Macedo fifth. Taking the green flag next. Driving car number 95, the Reese Construction D&W Towing Missile Motorsports Maximum Oil Entry. The driver out of Glenpool, Oklahoma is Matt Covington. Matt Covington in car number 95. Covington is a two-time winner here at Lawton in ASCS Regional 360 competition. 8 top 5s in 29 career starts here. Lap number 1 for Matt Covington is 6th quick at a 13.530, 8:13.538. ASCS winner at Central Arizona, his best in 8 2026 starts. Second lap for Matt Covington is a 13.677. First lap 13.538, the better of the two. This is the two-time and defending World of Outlaws champion from Watertown, Connecticut, in the ShopHouston's.com, BillionAuto.com, Prosper Real Estate Investments, JRC Transportation, Jackson Motorplex, number 2, David Gravel. David Gravel in car number 2. Gravel 4th in last year's Sooner Stampede, a 3rd place run in 2020, his best in 3 starts at the Lawton Speedway. First lap time. 6th quick at a 13.469, 1.3469. Second lap, quick time, 13.295, 1.3295, quick time on lap 2 for David Gravel. The 2025 Kevin Gobrecht Award winner for Rookie of the Year honors with the World of Outlaws qualifies next. From Columbia, Missouri, the SNS Nationwide CSC Group LRI Eagle Stop Easy Gaming, Dave Smith GMC Retrieving Freedom, number 23, Garrett Williamson. Garrett Williamson in car number 23. Williamson, an 11th place finisher in his Lawton Speedway debut last year. First lap time for Garrett Williamson. 11th quick at a 13.817, 1.3817. Williamson sits 7th in the World of Outlaws point standings. He has 1 top 5 finish this season and 4 top 10s. Second lap for Garrett Williamson is a 13.624, 1.3624, putting Williamson 9th of the 15 Honest Abe Roofing qualifiers so far in Flight B. Contender for the Kevin Gobrecht Award presented by 5-Star Bodies for Rookie of the Year honors this season with the World of Outlaws. From LaGrange, Ohio, the Hellraiser Jacks, Mr. Heater, Mesilla Valley Transportation, Heat Star Simpson Race Products, number 6, Casey Jedrzak. Casey Jedrzak in the number 6. Jedrzak gets his first look at the Lawton Speedway this evening. Best World of Outlaws finish last year, 5th at Millstream Speedway in Ohio. Opening lap for Jedrzak, 10th quick at a 13.676, 1.3676. 5 overall sprint car wins last season for Jedrzak, 3 of them of the 360 variety. Second lap time for Casey Jedrzak, much better into the top 5. 5th quick at a 13.402, 1.3402. From Findlay, Ohio, driving car number 32, the Kistler Racing Engine, Smith Titanium, Maxim Racing, Lucius Trucking, Truck Works of Ohio entry. Here's Bryce Lucius. Bryce Lucius in car number 32. Lucius makes his Lawton Speedway debut tonight. Career best World of Outlaws finish a couple of weeks back at the Talladega Short Track with a 4th place running feature competition. Lap number 1 for Bryce Lucius. 9th quick, the 13.530, 8.13.538. Lucius, a 6-time sprint car winner in 2025. Second lap for Bryce Lucius is a 13.560. First lap just a bit better at 13.538 seconds. Qualifying now from Odessa, Missouri, in the Design and Source Flooring, Motorhaven, Schnee Lawson Chassis, Pella Building Systems, Cat Excavation, number 74, Xavier Doney. Xavier Doney in car number 74. Another driver getting his first look at the Lawton Speedway this evening with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. First lap time for Xavier Doney is a 14.281, 1.4281. 3 World of Outlaws starts last season. Best finished 12th in a Microlight Last Chance Showdown at Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55. A 2-time winner with the Power I-410s last year. Donnie's second lap is better. It's a 13.930, 13930. David Gravel, Donnie Schatz, Sean Rahal, Carson Macedo, and Casey Jedrzejek, the 5 fastest so far as we approach the end of Flight B of Honest Abe Rubin qualifying. Next to take the green flag, the native of North Pole, Alaska, now living in Heartland, Wisconsin, driving the Anderson's Pure Maple Syrup M3 Custom Creations, the Master Remodel DMI number 17B, the North Pole Nightmare Bill Baylog. Bill Baylog in car number 17B. Baylog, a 7th place finisher in his Lawton Speedway debut last year. First lap for the 10-time IRA champion is 8th quick at a 13.457, 134.57. Bill Baylog, 9th in the World of Outlaws point standings, 1 top 5 finish, 2 top 10s to his credit. Second lap time for Baylog, 14.732. First lap official, 13.457 seconds. The man who was fastest in race-ready hot laps for Flight B of Honest Abe Rubin qualifying, Rookie of the Year contender from Franklin, Indiana, the WCI P2 Excavating KPM number 27 of Emerson Axum. Emerson Axum in the number 27. Axum finished 3rd here last year in his first appearance at the Lawton Speedway. First lap time for Emerson Axum is 9th quick at a 13.458, 134.58. Axum sits 13th in the World of Outlaws point standings, 1 top 10 finish in 2026. Second lap for Axum, quick time at a 13.294 by 1/1000th of a second. Emerson Axum is your fast qualifier in Flight B of Honest Abe Roofing qualifying as the last driver out. Impressive stuff from the Rookie of the Year contender. Here's the way they finished the second flight of Honest Abe Moving qualifying. Emerson Axum quickest, 13.294. David Gravel second quick, 13.295. Donnie Schatz third, 13.365. Sean Rahal fourth, and Carson Macedo fifth. Casey Jedrzejek timed in sixth quick. Connor Morrell seventh. Cole Macedo eighth. Bill Baylog ninth, and Bryce Lucius rounding out the top 10. Overall, your Simpson Quick Time Award winner out of Flight A, the Macho Man Brady Bacon, 13.258 seconds as we get downstairs to Connor Wade.
Emerson Axum rolling in the 27, last car out in Flight B, and he does quick time. We're going to move in here. As he gets in, his dad Joe in to get a word with him really quick. They talk a quick word over. Emerson out late in hot laps, quick time in those, out late in Flight B. Still some grip in the racetrack there. How'd you make that work to go to the top?
Yeah, I think the track just slowed down enough that everyone was kind of the same and kind of had the same racetrack. So hats off to the track crew. That don't happen very often. So yeah, we're just working on getting our program better and keep trying to figure some stuff out here. I think we hit on some stuff last week, but who knows? You just got to let it play out. So yeah, I want to thank my dad. He's been working really hard lately to elevate the program, so I'm just thankful for that. Dale Klasmeyer, Scott Petrie, and everyone that helps out.
Emerson Axum, quick time in Flight B, struggles on the road early in his career as a rookie with the Outlaws, but got into the top 10 for the first time this season last week.
Thank you, Connor. As we've got the limited modifieds on the Speedway, Jerry Anderson will bring you all the action here tonight.
Thank you so much, Johnny. Looking forward to a big night of racing here. Of course, World of Outlaws already done their qualifying now. Hot laps for your limited modified division. Second session of hot laps on the track now here at the Lawton Speedway. Once that sun goes down, absolutely gorgeous night for racing tonight. The 21 of Martin Marlowe out of Cache, Oklahoma. 47, Addison Bishop. We've got the 12X of Travis Grave. The number 6 car, Chase Vineyard out of Davis. Final hot laps making their way onto the track now. The success of Chase Vineyard on the track, also the number 11 of Brandon Pettigo. Your 92 of Jeffrey Kopp, the 4R of Tanner Ridge. Bryce McFarland is on the track as well. Ready for a green flag for hot lap session number 3 for your limited modified division here at the Lawton Speedway. Final hot lap session of the night for your limited modified division.
So that will wrap up the Race Ready Hot Lap sessions and Honest Abe Roofing qualifying for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series and the practice sessions for the Limited Modifieds here as well. Well, take that back. We're going to go one more lap on the Limited Modifieds. Sorry about that. Apologies there with one more lap with Limited Modifieds in their practice session. We've got one sideways over there in turn number 2. So now we have wrapped up all the qualifying and practice sessions here at Lawton Speedway for the running of the Sooner Stampede. Gives us an opportunity to take a break on DIRTVision. Going to do a little bit of track prep here and allow the sun to sink below the hills over there behind the back straightaway. We'll be back with more live from Lawton Speedway.
What's up, Jerry? Hope you're resting up, healing up. We're thinking of you. Obviously, just a terrible incident that happened, but glad that you're going to come out of it okay and come back and join us here at the racetrack. I know it's going to take some time,
I know you're probably not super patient with it. I'm sure you're eager to get back on your feet, but you know, good things come to those who wait. So we're excited to come back, or to have you back here at the racetrack, drink a beer with you, and you know, support you.
They'll tell you who you are.
What you can't do.
Where you don't belong.
But with the right people at your side, you write your own story.
You don't wait for success, you chase it. Sharper, tougher, faster, with every lap.
And when you give everything you've got, you don't just win. You inspire what comes next.
Raw horsepower, built on dirt. This is the world of Outlaws.
The greatest show on dirt.
Coming to US 36 Raceway on March 27th. Hear it, feel it, live it.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I'm faster than you. Yeah, well, I'm gnarlier than you.
I get more sideways.
I'm louder.
Much louder. I get wilder than you. You sure about that, bro?
Harder, slicker, cooler, tougher. Let's go.
So what you got?
It's ARP fasteners for whatever you race. From 2 wheels to 4. Off-road, on-road, even water. From the flat track to the salt flats. Grassroots racers, weekend warriors, and pros alike trust ARP. Made in America quality, family owned and operated. When failure is not an option, it's ARP-bolts.com. No matter what you race.
Hey Jerry, Logan, just wanted to send our well wishes, bud. We're praying for you. I know it's a tough time, but just let you know that we're thinking about you, man, and we hope you heal up soon.
Hey Jerry, Jacob. Hope you're feeling better. I hope that all your surgeries go well. Me, the team, my family, we're all thinking about you. You know, keep taking care of yourself. Hope you feel better each and every day, and best wishes, buddy. Take care.
Sun finally making its way down behind the horizon off the backstretch here at the Lawton Speedway. The Lawton Speedway track crew doing some work. They're going to till the top side of the speedway down the front stretch and over into corners 1 and 2. So be just a few minutes before we get into opening ceremonies here for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. This evening's Sooner Stampede here at the Lawton Speedway. The first of a big weekend in the Sooner State for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Tomorrow night, for the first time ever, the greatest show on dirt will invade the Creek County Speedway up in Sapulpa for the running of the Creek-A-Dega 40. That should be absolutely wild. The World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series at the Creek County Speedway for the first time ever tomorrow night. And catch all the action live on DIRTVision if you're not at the Creek County Speedway tomorrow evening. Next weekend, 2 nights of action, one in Missouri, one in Kansas. Next Friday night, April the Next Friday night, March the 27th, the US 36 Raceway in Osborne, Missouri hosts the KC Classic. And then a week from tonight, the Tall Grass Tussle for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series at the 81 Speedway in Park City, Kansas, just north of Wichita. We mentioned that the appearance at Creek County Speedway is the first for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Later on this year, for the first time ever, the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series invades Texarkana 67 Speedway in Texarkana, Arkansas. Friday, October 23rd is the running of the Jason Johnson Classic, and Saturday, October 24th, the renowned Short Track Nationals, both events at the Texarkana 67 Speedway in Texarkana, Arkansas. And you can get tickets for both nights starting this Monday at the World of Outlaws website. Visit worldofoutlaws.com/tix, T-I-X, or call 844-DIRT-TIX. That's 844-DIRTTIX. Tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. Central Time Monday for the 2 nights at Texarkana 67 Speedway. Downstairs to Connor Wade.
Well, John, no disrespect to Sean Rahal, but I didn't necessarily expect to see this guy's name in the top 5 in Flight B of qualifying. Sean, this is outside of the state of Ohio, so kind of out of your territory when it comes to sprint cars, but that car looked pretty good.
Yeah, no, we got out of Ohio around like June, July last year, and started kind of doing some stuff in Power Eye. It just became a lot to try to run a team and, coaching the road course stuff, testing, sometimes racing the road course stuff, going back and forth, flying all around, and finally kind of hung up the team owner duties, and then was very fortunate to get a call from Hunt through Bobby Malizer and put a deal together, and I got another deal working for a couple more races this year, but I feel great to be back on dirt, man. This is my passion.
So you ran a sports car in Virginia yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. What kind of sports cars are you into, and how much of a process is that bouncing back and forth between sports cars and sprint cars? Because, they're pretty similar,
Yeah, completely. I tell everyone, going from being a sports car guy and road course guy, it was like going from playing soccer to playing baseball. So I was in a GT4 RS Porsche yesterday with a friend of mine, and just doing some test and development work for him, getting the car set up for the weekend, and then got on the plane. But I do some prototype stuff, a little bit of Indy Next coaching, actually, with Junkos Hollinger, and kind of a little bit all over the place, but trying to make an opportunity here to be full-time in sprint cars.
Have fun with Janky Bobby tonight. Good to see you in the field with the Outlaws.
Thank you, guys.
Sean Rahal, 4th quick in Flight B of qualifying, the very versatile driver. Good to have him in the house at Lawton tonight.
Thank you, Connor Wade. Yeah, Sean, very impressive there during that Honest Abe Roofing qualifying effort here just a few minutes ago. That'll line him up on the outside of row number 1 for our 4th heat race this evening. The lineup's being posted down in the pit area. You can see a long line of folks still making their way into the grandstands here at the Lawton Speedway. Don't forget about reserve seating in effect here tonight at Lawton Speedway for the greatest show on dirt. Reserve seats this evening, all seats in sections A through E. That is, all seats in sections A through E are reserve seating here tonight at the Lawton Speedway for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. A look at a lot of drivers watching very carefully the track work being done in turns 1 and 2 here at Lawton Speedway. Don't forget about that very special apparel available for this weekend at the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series souvenir trailer. Very special Oklahoma apparel available down there, in addition to all the cool stuff you've come to expect from the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series souvenir row, featuring that World of Outlaws souvenir trailer just outside the main entrance here on the front straightaway as we send it down one more time to Connor Wade.
Yeah, had a good conversation in the pit area with Sam Haverty Jr. last week at Canada. We're going to talk to him again. He qualified 5th tonight. So, Sam, your night's off to a good start. What are we going to see out of this racetrack? Kind of weird there in qualifying. Slick in some spots, but also kind of slimy still in others.
Yeah, it's kind of what this place does. It catches you off guard. I feel like if they didn't rework down here in 1 and 2, we're going to see rubber pretty quick. Yeah, this place is pretty known to be really hard to judge. And down here, obviously, we've got a lot of meat in 3 and 4 and a little patchy off the exit. But, I think that's really, really good for a lot of these racetracks to be like that. It gets pretty technical for most guys. And I still feel like the best cars come to the front whenever you have a racetrack like that. I don't really like that they work the whole front straightaway. That usually doesn't equate to good racing, but they worked on 1 and 2 pretty good, so I think it'll at least give us something to keep the track to hang around for a little while and give us something to race in the A on.
Talked about tomorrow night, Creek County Speedway, a lot of laps there. You wrapped up another ASCS championship there last season. What are these Outlaw guys in for Creek County tomorrow?
Probably the smallest racetrack they've ever raced. It doesn't look very intimidating, but and 1 and 2 is honestly not too bad to get into, but when you get into 3 and 4, it's definitely eye-catching, and it's just a different animal. I think you'll see some guys out of place, but most of these guys are, they're the best in the country, so they'll adapt to it pretty quick, and like to see some home guys, have a little bit of an advantage, but it's pretty hard to beat the best in the world.
I saw a cool story about one of the new crew members joining you for 2026 on Facebook earlier this week. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Brody Brown, I believe, is the young kid's name. He's ran some micro sprints, and now he's taking a step up to help you out. So what's it like having him around?
Oh, it's really good. I mean, he's actually from Lawton. I think he's probably going to be the mayor here one day. So it's pretty neat to have a guy like him around. And, I think after that interview they did with him, I think we're going to make him some hero cards.
All right, love to hear that. Sam Hayford, Team Junior, qualified 5th in Flight A of qualifying this evening. He was in the dash last week at Kennedale, obviously prior to that postponement, looking for to carry on that speed tonight.
Well, thanks, Connor. I am going to take exception with something that Sam said in that interview there about maybe the smallest track the World of Outlaws ever raced on. It's not even the smallest track we'll visit this season. Actually, the 3rd smallest track on which the World of Outlaws compete just in 2026. 2 smaller ovals being Jacksonville and Ventura. So again, continuing the track work in corners 1 and 2 here at Lawton Speedway before we move into our opening ceremonies and then the running of heat races for the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Well, look over there at the top of turn number 2, and you see the gentleman moving forward there on the bike. That is Dylan Buswell, crew chief for the 83, driven by Buddy Kofoid. And so good to see Ian Madsen here as well. That's Ian next to Buddy. And Ian Madsen suffered a concussion in a crash back in Australia. He's going to have to sit out the 2026 season here in the States, but we look forward to seeing Ian Madsen back behind the wheel of a sprint car and in contention in 2027. Race fans, we've been reminding you about the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series souvenir trailer and all the cool stuff available there, but something else they've got at that World of Outlaws souvenir trailer, they've got the donation bucket, and the proceeds going to the family of Billy Hurt and to help the recovery of Jerry Myers Jr. as well. So again, if you were able, we certainly invite you to make your way down there and contribute to the family of Billy Hurt and to the recovery of Jerry Myers Jr. We have a tight battle atop the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series point standings coming into the Sooner Stampede here at Lawton. The 2-time and defending series champion David Gravel atop the point standings with 950 points, but that is just a 6-point advantage over second place Carson Macedo. Sheldon Hodgkill third, Logan Schuart fourth, and Donnie Schatz rounds out the top 5. One more time down to Connor Wade.
Well, let's talk to the guy that's 6 points out of the lead in points behind David Gravel. He's right behind me. Let's walk over to him. It's Carson Macedo. What's up, dude? Welcome back to Lawton, Oklahoma. You've had some good runs here before. Johnny just mentioned you're 6 points back to David. You entered last week tied. How are you feeling about the points right now, or is it too early to think about that?
Well, it's never too early. I think that we're always trying to do our best every night and stay as consistent as we can, and I think a season championship is won over the entire season, not one part of the season or that last half or the first. I mean, I think you got to be good all the time. So I don't know. I'm just excited to be here at Lawton. We've had a lot of good runs here in the past, and hopefully tonight will be no different.
So it's you and David top 2. Sheldon is third. Sheldon's showing a lot of speed this year, especially early in the night in qualifying. He's stronger in that category than he's been in the past. I am always interested how competitors view other competitors that are running good. How do you guys look at Sheldon right now? Do you think he could get in this mix?
I don't know. I mean, I think that he has improved drastically in his time trialing efforts, and yeah, it just seems like maybe, I don't know, like that team, like their motors are a lot better. Like I'm not really sure why, but all of a sudden, he went from being like in the back half of the field qualifying as a qualifier, now he's the best qualifier on the tour. So you got to kind of think, why is that, right? So I don't know, just do our best, put our best foot forward, and worry about the 41 team.
Appreciate your time. I'm going to talk to your brother. Cole, no way to sugarcoat it. Early 2026 has just been unkind to you and Wayne Johnson. You guys have had some bad luck. You've had other nights where you were fast, kind of like last week at Kennedale. Then you tear up race cars. What's your guys' morale right now? How are you guys going to beat the things you're going through and park that thing in victory lane one of these nights?
Yeah, I think just keep doing what we're doing, working hard. I got some of the best guys in the business, so I was able to stay out this week, cancel my flight after I tore up everything last week, and stayed out with the boys and tried to help them out and keep their morale up and help my own morale as well, to be honest. So yeah, it's Wayne and the boys, they worked really hard and built all of our program back up and got everything back prepared to where if we do end up hurting something, we're not going to be in trouble. So very thankful for them, very thankful for Todd and Kelly Carlisle sticking with us here, and I know they're spending a lot of money that they probably don't want to do. So hopefully we can reward them here and have a good night here in Oklahoma. I know Wayne has got a lot of hometown fans, and I had about 30 people come up to me at the t-shirt trailer and tell me I had no excuse because I got one of the best guys in the business. So yeah, we'll just keep chugging along tonight. I feel like we had a decent qualifying effort. I could clean up a few things in 3 and 4 and maybe get through 1 and 2 a little bit quicker. But yeah, looking forward to a solid night here.
I don't want to dwell on negatives too much, but you've been racing sprint cars for a while now, and you've always been pretty successful. Your time in Ohio, you won track championships, you won a lot of NARC races and contended for that championship in 24. How's dealing with adversity? What is dealing with adversity teaching you about racing?
Yeah, it just teaches you how hard it is, right? Yeah, like you said, winning in the micro ranks and winning in California, going to Australia and having success, it makes you feel like you're King Kong, and you come back to the outlaw level here and they teach you a new trick night in and night out. So yeah, it's definitely tough. We're racing with the best guys in the country, so that's the stuff that I got to think about when we're having these bad nights. And I'm not just getting beat by any old guy. We're racing against 20 to 30 of the best guys in the world. So yeah, we'll just keep trying to do our job and chip away at it, and yeah, get better and better every night.
Cole Macedo looking for his first World of Outlaws win. Always great to see the Macedo brothers talking as the racing night goes on.
Thank you so much, Connor. And again, just a few minutes of track prep left before we get set to move into opening ceremonies here at Lawton Speedway. Tonight's visit by the greatest show on dirt, the 12th in series history at Lawton, and the first appearance was in the series' inaugural season back in 1978. The legendary Ohio traveler Rick Ferkel winning the first appearance here at the Lawton Speedway on September 19th of 1978. A look at a packed grandstand at Lawton Speedway for the Sooner Stampede with the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Getting word over the Racing Electronics World of Outlaws radio system, push trucks being directed back to the pit area to make their way to the staging lane. So very shortly we'll have cars in staging for our first heat race. That means opening ceremony is just moments away here. We thank you so much for your patience as we did a little bit of track prep following the Honest Abe Roofing qualifying session and the hot laps for the limited modifieds. It was also a great opportunity to let the sun sink down below the horizon on the backstretch and don't have to worry about the sun interfering with vision for the drivers in our heat race action here tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time we direct your attention to the infield here at the Lawton Speedway. The World of Outlaws is more than just the world's best drivers and fastest cars on dirt. It's built on the passion of the best fans in motorsports. And tonight we're proud to recognize our World of Outlaws ambassadors who go above and beyond to share the grit and the glory of this sport. Joining us tonight as our official World of Outlaws ambassador is James Bosk from Oklahoma City. James has been diligently sharing the outlaw spirit from his hometown to right here in Lawton, encouraging others to come and experience the greatest show on dirt. As a token of our appreciation, the World of Outlaws are proud to present a custom ambassador kit and exclusive VIP experience for tonight's feature. Race fans, one more time, your ambassador, James Bosk, thank you for being the heartbeat of the greatest show on dirt. And now, Connor Wade to officially get us underway.
Good evening and welcome to the 2026 World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series Sooner Stampede. It's great to be back here at Lawton Speedway, one of the true hidden gems. A beautiful racetrack opened and founded many, many years ago by Lanny Edwards, and it's got a great piece of World of Outlaws history, as does all of Oklahoma. We asked everybody at this time to please rise if you're able, and gentlemen, remove cover for tonight's opening ceremonies. It's obviously been a tough week for the World of Outlaws and everybody in sprint car racing after the tragic events that took place last Saturday night at Kennedale Speedway Park. Billy Hurt lost his life while protecting sprint car racers in the field last week at Kennedale, and he will be forever remembered for doing exactly that, not only Saturday night at Kennedale, but protecting race car drivers really throughout his entire life, especially protecting humans his entire life, going back to his days as a firefighter. Billy is gone, but he is never forgotten. Tomorrow night, we invite everybody out to Creek County Speedway in Sapulpa, where we will have a very elaborate tribute to Billy Hurt during tomorrow night's opening ceremonies, a very fitting location for that tribute, with Creek County Speedway being the home of ASCS, a series that Billy spent many, many years working with. So we're excited to honor Billy tomorrow night at Creek County. We're also excited to honor him here tonight with a moment of silence right now here at Lawton. Thank you for that, race fans, and thank you to the entire sprint car community who stood behind the World of Outlaws in the past week. We also send our well wishes this evening to Jerry Myers Jr. and his entire family. Jerry was the other official injured in that incident at Kennedale last Saturday night, and it's worth noting that today is Jerry and Joy's, his wife's, 16th wedding anniversary. Jerry, you might be in a hospital bed, but you dang better sure have still gotten Joy a present for her anniversary. So I hope you guys find as much positivity as possible tonight in Fort Worth, Texas, and we can't wait to see all of you back at the track soon. Jerry, we're thinking of you. You're in our thoughts and prayers every single day, including right now as we welcome Chris Gould from Racing with Jesus Ministries to offer tonight's invocation.
Isaiah 40, 29 through 31 says, He gives strength to the weary, increases the power of the weak. Even youths grow tired and weary, and young men stumble and fall. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. It was definitely a trying week for us as the Outlaws. We know that we will miss Billy Hurt deeply. We are grateful to have the opportunity with him. Jerry, we can't wait till you get back with us. Come back soon, Daddy. We love you, and we're praying for you. Let's pray. Father, we thank you for this beautiful night. And even though we're here racing with heavy hearts, we do what we do. We do what Billy would have wanted us to do. We do what Jerry does want us to do. And we come back to the track and we race on. Father, I continue to pray for the Hurt family. I ask that you bless them during this time, that you keep them, that you surround them. Father, we pray for Jerry Myers. We pray for Joy. We pray for Katie and JT and the rest of the family. Lord, I ask that you lift them up, that you give them strength during this time and bring Jerry back to us. Father, we pray for tonight. I ask that you put a hedge of protection around these drivers, put a hedge of protection around our safety workers, our officials, our track workers, our EMT, and our police here. Father, we love you. We praise you. We lift this night to you, and we pray in your name and the holy name of your Son, Jesus. Amen.
And here to perform the Star Spangled Banner this evening, please welcome Danny Carson.
Oh, Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. So this right here is a World of Outlaws, a series official radio that all the officials are on and used to communicate with each other throughout the night. And not every single night, but on some nights whenever the track's a little bit greasy and the race director, Cody Tordell or Doug Leonard, ask the drivers to go out on the racetrack and let the officials know if they think the track is good or if it's not good and they need to keep hot lapping. They send an official out onto the racetrack, and in the past, they've always sent Jerry out there, and the race director will come over the radio and say, drivers, or I should say, Jerry, what are the drivers saying? And Jerry, every time he does that, says something back over this radio, and it's a very famous line that all the officials use around each other each and every day. So Jerry, say it with me. Let's go racing, Daddy.